Hey, Zoo. How's it going, Chief?
Good, you?
I'm well, thank you. Hey, Zoo, will you talk about your development around the rim, finishing strong? I seen you in practice. Well, pre-games working on finishing strong when you get the ball there.
Yeah.
Um, how do you feel about that? Do you got a lot way to go? Are you comfortable where you at? Talk to me about that and how important that is for the team.
I feel pretty good doing it right now. I'm still not, I am comfortable, but there's another level where I can get, just finishing stronger in traffic, just going off strong, not taking time, not putting the ball down on the floor, and some stuff like that. But we're working on it every day, and I think it helps the team a lot, especially when they pass me the ball. They don't want me to do anything crazy, or they just want me to go up and finish strong, and something I've been working on since last year, and I think I improved a lot in it, but there's still some improvement to be made, and just gonna keep working on it.
Are there any players that you want to kind of go after and kind of get on that poster? Because that's what happens when you're down low. There's bodies around you. Is there
Yeah.
somebody in particular you're trying to put on a poster?
Not really, man. It's just whoever is down there, really. And when you get the ball in traffic, and you don't really have time to look around and see who's there and pick and choose. You just got to go up and finish strong, and then later when you watch highlights, when you see videos, then you're like, oh, it was him. But there's no one really in particular.
Thanks. We'll go to Sabrina.
Hey, Zoo. Sort of building off that question, actually. When you're in the second unit, there's a lot of smaller centers that you get to play against, but against New Orleans, they play Zion a lot at the center, and that's that bench unit. Is it more fun for you to go up against like really strong centers, even though you're still coming off the bench?
Yeah, for sure. That's always been my. I mean, my favorite matchups are against strong big guys, the traditional bigs, traditional centers, and I enjoy those the most. I like being physical. I like fighting in the paint, fighting against a guy similar like me, and I'm always looking forward to those matchups. But for me, it doesn't really matter who we play. I try to prepare against every team, against every big, like it's a best big in the league, and I got a lot of respect for every player, and I'm locked in every night. I try to prepare like it's against the best big in the league, and play as hard as I can.
Thanks, Zoo.
Thanks. We'll go over to Law.
Zoo, how you feeling this afternoon?
Can't complain, man. You?
Same here, man. I wanted to ask you about the Players Association. They joined forces with both athletes as well as other people who are really, big public figures, launching the Alliance for Criminal Justice Reform. Like you and Lou Williams both signed this, basically an effort to push the Senate to enact like a George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. And I wanted to know what you were, what went into that decision for you? Why did you want to put your name on something like this?
I'm our team's players rep in a player association. So we had a meeting a week ago about it, and I just felt it was the right thing to do. And I'm sure other guys would put their name behind it if they knew about it. I don't think some guys knew about it, but as soon as they informed us about it, I thought that was the right thing to do, and that's why I put my name behind it.
Have you talked to Lou about it? Have the two of you had any conversation about it?
No, not really. It was just player association meeting with other player team reps and people from player association, and that was it. I was listening what they had to say about it, and I think it's the right thing to do.
Thank you, Zoo.
Thanks. We'll go over to Tomer. Tomer, you can go ahead.
Hey, Zoo, it is good to see you. I'm just curious, Ty was alluding to, an exchange that Kawhi and Serge had last week during shoot around or practice or whatever, sort of heated exchange. And I was curious, like throughout the season, to keep yourselves fired up, like how often does that kind of thing happen between, you and Serge or guys that you're playing with on second units and first units like that? How often does that happen?
I mean, it happens a lot more than people think. It's a natural, normal thing on every team, and it's just, I think it's healthy, for everyone to say what they think, what they think is the right thing to do, and sometimes you may not be right. Sometimes some guys are going to have different opinions about it, but that's a great thing about this team. Anyone can say whatever they think, but whatever is on their mind. And if you're not right, we're gonna find if other people think differently, we're gonna find a solution to it. And I think it happens a lot, and it's a great thing for us.
How often do you and Serge go at it?
we don't really go at it like that because we're both big, so we think similar in that aspect. In the aspect of basketball game, we think similar. We don't really go at it.
Thanks. We got time for a couple more. We're just going to Miriam now.
Okay, so how often do you and Pat go at it? I'm just kidding. Well, I see you guys too going at it before a game yesterday. And that just like what that dynamic is with Pat with you, but also on that stretch of games, and if he can't go with you guys, like as far as guys who speak up, he's certainly a guy who speaks up. So like, how much do you miss that voice when it's not in the locker room?
You miss it a lot, but it's Pat is always with us, man. Even if he's not available or for the game or something like that. If you got to miss some games, he's always talking to us. Even if he's not on a trip, he's texting guys, he's calling guys, he's sending scouting reports. Bunch of stuff, and when he's in the locker room, and if he's not playing, he's making sure everyone's locked in. Everyone knows what they got to do that night, and Pat's really big for this team, and we're really happy to have a guy like him.
And if he's in the lineup, that you probably hear it just as much.
Oh yeah, it's. You hear a lot. You're gonna hear a lot if he's in the lineup, if he's on the court, and if you're messing up, if you're not doing giving 100%, you're gonna hear a lot from him.
Cool, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
And then we'll take a last one from Farbod.
Hey Zoo, there's one question I wanted to ask, and I remember back when the team was in Chicago, a lot of players like Lou or Kawhi or PG were talking about what it was like, playing in the building that Jordan helped create. And it made me kind of curious for you as a player that's a big man and from Croatia, who is the player that you were idolizing and wanted to be like growing up, since you were in such a different situation than so many of the guys in the NBA?
I mean, my favorite, as soon as I started following NBA, was Kobe, and I didn't play that position, but he was my idol, and everything about him and game of basketball, I loved it, and everything that he represented. It was that was my idol, and it was not a big, but I always loved Kobe, and watched all the games, highlights, even collected his cards and stuff. So it was that's my first real idol.